Good day, everyone. I'm Dr. Jeffrey Lance, speaking to you from the capital city of the Cambridge, Massachusetts, and a Harvard man. And you know what that means? Tell a Harvard man you just can't. We are today in an extraordinary moment. If I tell you, man, may not exactly what day, I'm not going to start a proposal to anyone in this room. I'm not great producers of Hollywood and New York. Hollywood and New York. This is Cambridge, Massachusetts. Worldprofit, www.worldprofit.com. Calling you. Listen well, for what I have will be money in your pocket. A lot of money, millions of dollars in your pocket. Work picks up this idea and works with us. We're a very wealthy partner for the presentation. So you're all wondering, what is he about? Before I can tell you, it's my colleague and friend, Brian Armstrong, up there, Canada way. Brian, are you curious? Why don't you say a few words to the folks?
Very curious. What's next with this fabulous...
I want to give some background to the producers, because I am not a beginner. 250 million people turned into Diane Sawyer's interview last night. On behalf of George Kosch, co-founder, Sandi Hunter, it's your message. I want to be around you folks. I want to work with you. I am tired of having people come in here who know nothing but everything. I'm going to tell with my colleagues, George 25, very forward this big show here. I'm going to show based on five that are the reality shows. You see a lot of sex, you see a lot of family. You see the state of Louisiana. But you don't see entrepreneurship. You don't see real people coming before the committee of experts. And that's what I propose. I propose to have a live, interactive program that touches the world based on the technology that George Kosch invented back in 2005 and 2006. If this goes, and you know, friends, or maybe you don't, but maybe you will, I'm a tenacious bulldog. Brian Armstrong had evidence of that this very morning. I am going to tell the world, show the world, make sure the world understands just how aching the void for people worldwide who need home-based business and who have crazy ideas. For one thing, I want to stop those people from throwing their money away in scandals and scams. In my program, we will be above board, just as we have been for 23 years. There will be no scams here for people to fall victim to. That ought to chill everybody. We are going to be overwhelmed with responses. Should anywhere close to a tenth of what I see possible should take place, we will be overrun by people who will demand that we work with them. We will become folk heroes, like some of those Duck Dynasty people. And we're a lot cuter than they are. No offense, boys. We're not going to plead with anyone to join our ranks. We're going to say, queue up, baby. Queue up. You want in, you queue. And if that queue by my decree lasts 23 years, well then, by God, they're going to stand in the queue for 23 years. The days are going to go fast when people come into this place and waste the time of the good, well-meaning, the generous monitors. We want those people to stand in a line, a long line. And it'll be my privilege to lock them out and then invite them in so that I get ladies and gentlemen instead of rude, well, let's just say rude people. We waste our time, Mr. Brian Armstrong. Do you have a comment so far? You see, you're beginning to get a little sense of my drift. I'm going to change the rules of the game.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's going to be fantastic, and we do spend a lot of time with people that are not interested in doing anything.
Now, you know that these interactive programs rely on someone who's smart as a whip, cute, witty, well-educated, charming. Oh, of course, that'll be me. I'm going to be the paterfamilias of this crew. All too often I've wondered, with the millions of people in the world who could use what I produce, or so many in this community don't read what I write, but it's so much for the good. I don't care now whether some of these people from East Kansas City or East Podunk, Nebraska, I don't care. What I'm looking for is the creme de la creme, and we have it all set up. And Mr. Producer, I'm talking to you, sir, from that famous line in 42nd Street. Hey, Mr. Producer, it's you. I'm talking to you, sir. I'm talking to you about touching the lives of millions of people all across the world. And we have it all in place. You need do nothing. We will be the cheapest show to create, the most extensive to enliven for so many years to come. And if at first you don't succeed, my father said, you're about average. My major book is being finished as we speak. Most of you won't take the time and trouble to read it. But of the 500 or so billion people who might tune into our program, you can imagine what the revenues look like. You can imagine. I'm tired of working for people who think a penny is a major investment. I want you out of here and out of my mind. I want to focus on the big picture, the worldwide picture, the people all over the world who need what we have, and uniquely so. And that is why I've clamped a copyright notice on this. If you, anybody out there, thinks you're going to wheedle us out of the copyright or somehow get us out of copyright, think again. We are now protected by the U.S. laws and Canadian laws of copyright. And we will be registered in other countries as well in due course. Brian, I sit here day after day. We offer the finest advice that exists. We charge a pittance for our services, and we are disdained by idiots. I don't want to be ruled by idiots, nor do I want my ideas to be voted upon by idiots. Today, oh yes, Mr. Producer, that's the way I talk. I hope it's unoffensive. And they're going, red meat for the folks. Producers, I know what you want. I've been in media a very long time. I published my first article when I was 5 years old. I published over 1,000 articles during my life, 20 books. George Kosch, my partner, is a genius, a positive genius when it comes to inventing applications. And he has never gotten his full recognition. He's too shy. Well, I'm not shy on his behalf. Mr. Producer, New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Boston, wherever you are. Catch Kosch now before he's a star. He's just what everyone's looking for. I used to call him Gary Cooper. That's a handsome fellow. Handsome and bright. Truth-telling, truth-seeking. The creator of applications all over the world. People who come in here made to say that. Don't love him. And as for that, we'll take our resident sweetheart, Sandi Hunter, the longest-serving president of any internet company in the world. Mr. Producer, wherever you are, sir, listen to me. This is a woman who will appeal to other women. Smart, bright, witty when necessary, calm and collected at all times. She's going to be the next star that I will help bring into the world. And people, you're listening to a moment here that will change the world. Worldprofit has been on the cutting edge of change for 23 years. We have offered the finest offers, the best offices, the cheapest prices. There are some of you who have disdained that, and that was a huge error of judgment. And so today, oh, the timing couldn't be better. And I want to thank you, Bruce Jenner, for forcing my hand. When I read on the front page of the Boston Globe today that 250 people had turned into watch you talk about your sexual transformation, I thought, my God, what percentage of the population is interested in that? But what percentage of the population is interested in entrepreneurship? Everybody wants extra money. Everybody wants a home business. And we're the people that are going to show them how to get it via the internet. Brian, what do you think about that?
I think it's absolutely spectacular, Dr. Lance. And I'd love to see it come to be here to do that.
Now, let me tell you something. Do you think that I am a tenacious bastard? That I am there, I'll use any weapon on behalf of this community and its fine members? Do you think that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And do you think I will hesitate to go out? Let us say that some dimwit producer in New York, yes, sir, I'm not talking to you, says, oh, nobody's interested in business shows. Nobody's interested in the internet. Nobody's interested in there. You're wrong. If you turn this down, somebody else will. Harry Potter was turned down by 9 separate publishers. Harry Potter, the best-selling book in the history of the globe, that turned its author into a billionaire. I'm claiming that territory now for Worldprofit. And the people who will make her greater still. Land of hope and glory, you know the tune from England, the Elven song. Make her might, God who made thee mighty, make thee mightier yet. And I'm going to be part of that yet. If I asked any people in the rafters who wanted to stay. Because this is a small group of people. And so it was for every great idea in the history of the world. Started with one person, and then gravitated to 2 people, and then maybe 14 people. It took hundreds of years. This is the kind of programming which can transform the business world in one episode. And I will not lose my accustomed precision. I will speak to the world, and I am speaking to this world that is here today. George Kosch will not stop producing applications. He will produce the fine work. We must ask him to not give away quite as many. He will say to you, Hunter, ever lose her sweetness? Never, never. Impossible. It's read right into the woman. She's a lover. We love her to death. She will be the voice of calm consideration. When you get a couple of megalomaniacs like me around the house, every once in a while you need to give them some chocolate milk and cookies. Now, today, I want to move from this. What will happen is my book will be finished very soon. Most of you will not read it. That's fine with me. I don't care if any single one of you reads it, because it's there. I've done what I wanted to accomplish. I wanted a book to present to a producer in New York or Boston or San Francisco or Chicago that would say, here is the originator of this idea. Here is the person behind it. And they will get the message. It's a book written for media, and it always has been. You said, what does this book have to do with it making money? Well, when the money pours in from a producer, from a production company in San Antonio, Texas, or St. Louis, Missouri, you'll soon see, and you will be behind the eight ball as you always are. The sad thing about being broke is that you think broke, you act broke, you live broke, you look broke. Who wants to hang around with such a people? Only other broke people. Brian, we're lifting the ceiling here. I don't care whether I have to beat on 1,000 doors. When I got out publishing my first book in London so many years ago, I started at the top of Fleet Street, then the communications capital of England and the entire empire, and I was thrown out of every single flaming newspaper in the whole of Fleet Street, every single one, until I knocked on the door of the Association and the rescue group. Day after day, hour after hour, weeks, I was thrown out. And I may be thrown out from some person's office about this thing too, because I will seek nothing yet left than a partner, George Kosch and Sandi Hunter, and our monitors and friends who worked so hard to make this great. You ain't seen nothing yet, as Ronald Reagan used to say. You have only to fight, as John Paul Jones, American Navy, used to say. And so if this sounds grandiloquent, overwrought, excited, motivating, it is. We're changing the game yet again. Now, Brian, you know, and we complain to each other about these people that come in here who can't just make a decision, and $99 is so much money. When you link the power of some of these programs, like the one that Bruce Jenner had with ABC and his 8-part series, that's on a very small transition. It's important, don't get me wrong, it's important, but it's small compared to infusing the world economy with new entrepreneurs. And I want to say to the producers who are listening in, and I know you will be listening in, first, I would like someone to type in my something, jeffreylent.com, my article format, jeffreylent.articles.com, we're going to put up there spelled right, jeffreylent.com, jeffreylent.articles.com. I want you gentlemen to look at what you're getting. I want you to see what we see. We see the world is in disarray. We see so much poverty. Just the other day, the New York Times ran a story that said that there were over 220 million children around the Mediterranean, Syria, Jerusalem, all the nations, Lebanon and so forth, that will never see a day of school, will suffer the nutritional imbalances as a result, will be orphaned, will be lonely, will be miserable, and will be easy prey for the terrorists. We will stand on the world. We will say, let us help uplift the people of the world and make money doing it. And that's the key. Mr. Producer, you can tell me better than I can what tens of thousands of you will mean to the bottom line. You can tell me that. I will make it happen. And by God, let me tell you this from the vantage point of nearly 70. I was wondering a few years ago, after I finished my 90 book, was that the end? Should I write any more? 19 books is a lot of books. Most people don't even read 19 books in their lifetime, much less write them. And George Kosch did his magic. He said, just do a few articles. Just a few articles. Out of that little nudge from our marvelous nudge-mission came over 1,000 articles on a wide range of subjects. And Mr. Producer, I want you to go to jeffreylandarticles.com and see for yourself. I'm not proclaiming anything that I can't deliver now. I'm not coming to you as a as a chipper young lad, I'm coming to you as a man nearly 70. I will speak to the world. I will speak on behalf of prosperity. I will speak on behalf of entrepreneur. I will speak on behalf of business. I will speak on behalf of a better life. I will speak on behalf of women's rights. I will speak on behalf of those who are ill, who have so-called disabilities, which is a word I detest. I will offer them all a home. We will help them all. This is more than, with all due respect, this Gen program could deliver. We will deliver prosperity and the better life. And we will start right here, right now. Every great movement has a starting point. Let those who are here now hear this one. It is the voice of the future. And if I am throwing for Producer's office in every city of this land, I'll go and keep doing it. I've done it before on Fleet Street. I've done it before in New York. My God, I'll do it again here. Brian, would you care to advise the producers who will hear this program about my ability to deliver what I've just said?
Well, your ability is 100%, 120%, Dr. Lant. I know that you'll do everything possible to make it happen.
Now, I ask you to join in thinking. Think big with me for a moment. So many people who come into the live business and think little, small, contemptible. Those who think small are not welcome in our midst. Go out. I'm looking for the big thinkers, the people who say, my God, they've got the equipment, they've got the people, they've got the nerve, they've got the vision, and they've got the desire, and the need exists. This looks to me like a perfect formula for perfect success. And I want to lead the crusade here with my colleagues, George Kosch and Sandi Hunter, who have always been so open. You know, I want you to know, George and Sandy, you knew this though, didn't you? But you have a tiger by the tail. Did you know that for the last 23 years? You know, Brian, Americans are not Canadians. And there are many times when George and Sandy looked through their eyes to heaven above and said, my God Almighty, this man is out of control. That's right. And out of my lack of control come the great ideas that motivate people. I want to sit here in my chair in Cambridge, Massachusetts, the capital of the internet, and help people worldwide grow businesses via the Live Business Center, via Worldprofit, via our media expertise, via our communication skills. And if there's a person who comes in the door, I don't do it. Get out! Get out! Get out! We don't need you. We don't want you. Your negativity stinks to high heaven, and I will not have it. If there could be no singular praise, no singular goodness among any of you, then get out! Take your negativity somewhere else. It does not belong here. And Mr. Producer, that is how I talk. I told you, I warned you. You can always tell a Harvard man, you just can't tell him very much. If anybody has any questions, we're going to segue into our business. So the people in New York, in Kansas City, London and Paris, Rome and Moscow can see what we're doing. And if you don't think for a minute that we won't syndicate rights in these countries, you're crazy. We will do everything possible to uplift the world. And George Kosch has got the machinery. We clamped a copyright reservation on this. Vote running with this idea on your own. It's protected by the legal niceties, or shall I say, guillotine of many countries. Ryan, we have before us now an offer, such as the kind of offer as producer that we do from time to time offer our members. We say to them today that if they get by 1 month of service for a measly $99.95, yes sir, that's it, what I said, $99.95, measly, we will give them the second month for free. Would you care to explain to these producers, because they never heard, they don't understand what we're talking about. Just tell them a little bit about our offer. And we want to tell the people who are reading from the rafters, friends, you've made so many mistakes on the internet, don't make this one. Make this your final stop. You will be glad you did. Brian, talk to the producers. Imagine that you are a producer in New York and you're looking for new ideas, as they do every single day. And they don't necessarily know Dr. Lant or George Kosch or you or Worldprofit, but they're looking for something that will capture the imagination of the public, and I've done it! This is capturing the imagination of the public. And I'm talking about the public in Malaysia, in Australia, in Sri Lanka, in Kenya, and Mississippi. Brian, tell the folks a little bit about who we are.
We are worldwide. Worldwide, we've been doing this for a very long time. Dr. Lant's statements are 100% correct. And we are offering people 1 month of service absolutely free. And we teach people, guide people, help people make money on the internet, regardless of what business they're in. It doesn't matter to us. And this is the right place. This is the right time. It's just perfect.
I want to deliver a message to my monitors who are my friends, my creation, my special artistic creation. I know that you know, because I didn't know what eternity was all about. Eternity means we're here 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, rainy days, Christmas days, birthdays, death days, any day. And I know after a while, after you said for the millionth time, where are you from? Give us your name. What is your phone number? And all the other questions. I get frustrated. Get out! Nobody ever said the making of money was easy. Nobody ever said it was a tea party. Nobody ever said it was charming. Nobody ever said it was the red carpet to the Buckingham Palace. It's dull. It can be boring. It can be laborious. And it's absolutely necessary if you're going to grow a company. If there are people in this audience who do not want the burdens of money, then get out! Calvin Coolidge, one of our underrated presidents, said, the business of America is business. He never said that business was fun. He never said it was effortless. He never said it was without travail. He said, business of America. I'll tell you what built America, not rights about wearing your pants at your ankles. What built America was business people, men and women, who grew enterprises, starting with agrarian enterprises we call the farm. Beyond the agrarian enterprises to the big marquee names of corporate America. Names which have now drifted to Asia because they were smarter about our business than we were. And I don't blame them for a minute about that. We should have been in pursuit of our own interests. Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, that you can get to any school in the world and in America, and the word capitalism will never ever materialize. The word entrepreneur will not be on the agenda. And we expect to finance our nation off the texts of business people who are not even assisted with the basics through our public schools, which they in part finance. I tell you, it's intolerable. I tell you, it will not be. I think preferential treatment, so I hope they do. They are essential to the way our civilization works. And if we kill them off, we've killed ourselves. Brian, you want to say a word about Worldprofit? Our mission and our dedication to entrepreneurship and capitalism of every kind.
Absolutely, Dr. Smith. I mean, we're here to help people all over the world. Doesn't matter where you come from, to make money on the internet. And I'm glad I'm here to help the people. I really feel proud when somebody comes into this company and follows the directions and starts to make money online. It changes their lives. And I'm proud to be a part of it.
Of the many proud moments during my 23 administration of this corporation, the proudest was that my absolutely guaranteed fact that we helped thousands of people through the 2008 recession when banks were not opening their doors to such people. We opened our doors. We didn't default on a single payment at any time. We brought thousands of people through, saving homes, their cars, their health insurance, their children's tuition. And I am proud to say it. And Mr. Producer, whoever you are, whatever company you're with, I'm telling you, join this tack. You want to know where the goodness is? It's right here, right now. And sir, I'm going to put my phone number on the screen. Brian, I want you to put my phone number on the screen. So that whatever time some of these producers may read this, 617, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. You see what I'm doing? I'm going to connect. 617. Put it on that screen. 547 6372. I'll get it on the screen so that everybody can see it. Now, gentlemen, ladies, whoever you may be, you want to do good in your job and you want to make tons of money. Boy, we are 100% with you. And we've got the apparatus. You don't have to invent a live business center. It's here now. You don't have to invent a genius like George Kosch. He's here now. You don't have to invent a person like Sandi Hunter who is meticulous in making sure that everything works. Is copacetic, kind, generous, gentle, Fair, fair, fair. That's the Sandi Hunter motif, fairness. And as for me, well, I'm that cannon that runs out of control. I am here to invent new ideas and to capture the world's attention. And the world needs us now. Jackie Chan once sang that what the world needs now is love, just a little love. Oh no, we don't need love. We need jobs. We need to be able to help people make money so that they feel comfortable to love. Love doesn't do well on an empty stomach in a chaotic situation with the economy of the country crashing. And so I hope that some of you are shocked. I hope that you realize we've reached a point now where I'm going to do everything within my power, and that was considered. And remember, Harvard men run the media. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Natalie Portman, Christopher Lamont. So, are we thrilled? Is anyone thrilled? I don't care whether you are or not. To be perfectly blunt. This has given me a renewed sense of mission. Not that I was ever without projects to do. God knows I've had projects to do. But now, with the incredible power of mass media and our worldwide access already in place, we are ready to run with this idea. Now, where do you fit in? First of all, make your shifts. Don't make me chase you. If I'm chasing, I'm not chasing the producers and run quite as fast as I used to run. Although I have a cane now and I pump on the head to keep me mobile while I feel their ease with this story. Do your shifts. Do your promotion. Tell people that are not doing their promotions. I am now, as my special guest, any producers who see this, and by people who see this. I want you to call the number on the screen, 617-547-637. Might! These producing agencies look for new ideas every minute of every day. Today I've been giving them one of the best ever. And I'm going to ask you, Brian, a question. Do you think that we can make that broken by pointing out there? We are going to show the human animal at his worst and best. Is anybody interested in this? And I want to tell you this, for those who are... Go on.
I'm glad I'm going to be here to reap benefits.
And the benefits will be reaped as they come. I want to say very clearly, the production companies that I've had deal for are on a 24-hour, 365-day-a-year lookout for good programming. There's nothing more exciting, more odd, more irritating, more idiosyncratic and eccentric than the entrepreneur world. And Brian and I and all the monitors see it every what Cookie does. What Coops some of these people. And by the way, we'll see it at all times. If you can't stand the heat, get out of that kitchen. And my monitors, I say this to you, monitors, my monitors. I know you get irritated. I know you get frustrated with me because I'm a nudge and I push you, and I will never apologize for pushing you. It is a special gift that I got from God, and by God I intend to use it. I want enough of this softness. I want you to tell people that this is the only place in the world where they get these services. They exist nowhere else. And don't sugarcoat. Tell the God's honest truth that business is not a teapot dipper. The properly exercised makes you money for life. It's like, and marketing is something you must all learn. And Brian, I want you to put down jeffreylant.com where people can get my books. Yes, Mr. Producers. For 10 long years, I spent weary hours writing the complete and utterly developed history and exercise of every aspect of marketing. You see these books in Jeffrey Lamb, titled in Payback. You never heard of them, did you? Neither of them have. And I say this, from now on, you should be glad that my voice is broken and my laryngitis. Fought it all week. But it won't stop me from saying this. I will help any person become rich on the internet so long as they're willing to be polite, motivated, kind-hearted, and not a damn nuisance. You are a woman, a man, an octogenarian, a septuagenarian. Will help you whether you're black, white, gay, lesbian, Jew, Christian, Martian, vegetarian, nudist party. I don't care. So long as you approach the business with sincerity, good humor, and fairness for all. That is the regime administered, a regime that I will lead. And let me say something else. Now that I'm on the dim path to 70, I'm not going anywhere. And someone said to me the other day, what will you do when you're retired? The first thing I do when I'm retired is a doofus like you for asking that question. I helped build this masterpiece. I was there. George Hodgkin created, and Sandi Hunter created her systems and brought with them kind heart. I was the inception. And I'm not going anywhere. You will find out more about that in my shortly. A connoisseur's voyage. Brian, I want to bring Patrice up for a moment.
Sure.
What else can you tell them? Now is your time to tell the producers of New York and Los Angeles what you want to do. What you we bring to the table. They'll want to know, will it make us money? That's the question.
Absolutely. The people that we deal with here on the taxes and the whole world, an opportunity, we do it here. I'm going to make them a great deal of money. Great.
Now, if anybody has any questions of this crooked old man, now is the time. You don't ask the questions. I disbelief. I know some of you will think this terrible. What do you think now? Been tormented off. I know what it takes to make money. I'm you have the opportunity to with me. And the fact that ignorance will not make you rich. It will only make you. Now, Brian, I'm going to ask you to come back after Patrice finishes her remarks and finishes this very exceptional program. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen of the producing industry, it's called Anything Goes. Did we live up to our billing, sir? Patrice, come up and say, ooh la la. We're going to be hearing from Patrice Porter. She is our, what I call the white rabbit. She puts the wires together. Now, what do you think about this?
Another Anything Goes, and that was really something. And it's a terrific idea, Dr. Lanton, and that, I mean, the comment always comes up that this is better than reality TV, and of course it is, because it is very real. We're touching lives of people all over the world, and your style and your tenaciousness to bring forth this this idea and keep it happening, and like, people can watch some of the replays of the Anything Goes program up on the YouTube channel Patrice Porter, or the earlier programs on Pat Porter, and you'll see like the terrific content and all different subjects that are covered, and it's a terrific program, and most definitely needs to be brought to a wider range through the broadcasting systems and to the producers to reach a larger audience. And those programs will also be up on World Profit Tube at www.worldprofittube.com. And I'm excited. I think this is a great opportunity here, and with you leading the helm here and bringing it to the people, I'm sure there's going to be numerous producers out there wanting to snatch it up, and I'm So happy to be a part of it. With that, I'll say my adieus, and
a part of it you surely are.
it's exciting. Bye till the next Anything Goes, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Good to get along with Peace Porter up there in Big River, Saskatchewan, and that's part of what makes us strong. We draw from the world, we're a reflection of the world, we are a reflection of the people who want to achieve in this world. And I'd like to say this, because of croakiness, still back to the producer, sir. I want to get to the point where we have a line of people that can get into the live business of it. I want to qualify them. I don't want the helpless, the hapless, the clueless to waste any more of our time. I want people in here. I want them in, given a brief education about what we do, and out to create their own businesses with our assistance. I will not any more of the lost hours, or people of no consequence at all, no manners, no morals, no mores, come to waste our time. It will not exist anymore. If this sounds challenging, it is challenging. If it sounds mistaken, you're absolutely wrong. To change the world means to begin to change the world. We cannot have change. That sounds like a profound truth. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your willingness to listen. But here's my admonition to you. If you are a monitor, act like it. You're in a privileged position, and for those who are privileged, much is expected. Don't tell me your excuses and why you can't do it. I'm not interested in your excuses. I'm interested in what you can do and what you bring to the table every day. Never mind, you've been here for 5 years already. I want to speak to those of you who are prime candidates for to be scammed and spammed. We are the real deal. We have been for 3 years. We anyway should do and eat you for lunch. We have been nothing but above board, nothing but transparent all years. And I want to say another thing, a line that circulates. Only Dr. Land could do this. That is rubbish. I'm an educator through and through. Don't tell me that I'm the only one who doesn't. Tell me that I'm the only one that can teach it. Yes, tell me that. Don't you tell me that I'm the one who can make a sale. Here's with Brian Armstrong today. One sale after another. And why did you do it? I'm tenacious, and I don't want to hear that only Dr. Lent can do that. If that is the case, then we have failed in our mission. For our mission is the broad-based education of knowledge. Not the education of enrichment of one, but the education of all. Education of every single person today, and all those who will pass our path in the days and months to come. And I say this to you, the French saying, "Je suis, je reste." I am here, and I intend to stay. Brian, please say some final words to the folks. We shall take this program and send it loose on the world.
What happened this morning? We were up here with a gentleman that only had $1. We read it in the office. True. We gave him the time. Before that time was done, that person had.
We tend to approach this as we approach everything else as a community. But that's what I demand from each of you. If you can't rise to that degree, assistance and assurance, then get up. I want the correct first thing that can happen. But if you think you get to me. Brian, I'm going to go down now. Laryngitis with Max.
Did very good, Doctor.
And,
thank you for that.
I want to thank you all for your patience. And now we have a document. We now don't have to write a proposal. We are the proposal. Patrice, you may stop the rendition at any moment. Brian, thank you for